These are the faces of leukemia, a disease that does not discriminate. It can hit anyone, at any time, regardless of age or race. A bone marrow transplant can often cure this terrible disease, but typically only 25% of patients will have a family member that's a bone marrow match.
So that means 75% of the patients in need of a transplant are going to the National Registry in order to find that special person that matches them. So if the registry is not large or diverse enough to meet the growing demand, then there's so many patients that might die needlessly.
That's why Florida Hospital, Kids Beating Cancer, and Florida's Blood Centers are teaming up for the Make a Match and Save a Life Blood and Bone Marrow Drive August 2nd at Florida Hospital.
They didn't have any cure for him, and pretty much when they gave him 6 months to live. You know, we were like, no, we're gonna fight this. That's not true. That's not gonna happen.
In 2009, Terrell Wilson was in the fight of his life as he battled leukemia.
What went through your mind when they told you you had leukemia?
Just like, nah, it couldn't be me. Just cause like, I don't know nobody with leukemia or nothing like that. I never seen anybody with leukemia, or even like, I heard about it, but not somebody close to me.
He was in desperate need of a bone marrow transplant, but he couldn't find a match. All it takes is a simple cheek swab to join the registry.
We need people of all races and ethnicities because it's DNA matched. African Americans are going to match more than likely another African American.
A bone marrow transplant can cure more than 70 cancerous and non-cancerous diseases, including sickle cell disease as well as leukemia. But of the 90 million Americans currently on the National Bone Marrow Registry, only 7% are African American.
Is it trust? Is it the belief that it is unsafe or that it is painful? It is difficult to understand why, but where I stand now, it is completely painless, it is very beneficial, and I encourage minorities to come out, just come and see, and you will realize that it is painless and it can be of tremendous benefit to a family like Terrell who needed it.
This was the day before he died, Christmas Eve.
Terrell never found that potentially life-saving donor, but he leaves behind a legacy of healing and hope.
When I do leave this earth, I still want people to donate. I don't want people to just stop at all.
Terrell's struggle to survive inspired this blood and bone marrow drive last year at Florida Hospital. Now in its second year, the Make a Match and Save a Life Blood and Bone Marrow Drive hopes to inspire and educate the community about the need for donors from all races, particularly African Americans.
We're #1 when it comes to disparities, and when it comes to disparities in health, and blood is so vital to health.
All the people in the world, you think you can find a match in someone that would want to help.
It's a gift that you can give while you are still here, and we know that we lose people every day, African Americans, because it's very difficult to find a match outside of our ethnic group. So for that reason, I'm encouraging all African Americans to make a match and save a life.
Hi, it's Monica May from Star 94.5. I'm a blood recipient and a blood donor. Make a match, save a life.
Go out there and get on the registry because it does save lives, and it would have, possibly could have saved him if he would have had a match.